Do you think you're doing something stupid? It might actually be a sign you're smarter than you think. Number 9. Forgetting small things but remembering important details extremely well. You just forgot where you left your keys, but you still remember exactly the license plate of the driver who hit you and ran away 5 years ago? People might think you have a goldfish memory, but science is actually on your side. Your brain is like a smart warehouse manager. It doesn't waste storage space on trivial details, but prioritizes keeping information that's important or tied to strong emotions. Research from Stanford University shows that the brain has an information filtering mechanism, discarding unnecessary things to speed up responses and optimize analytical ability when needed. Which means forgetting to buy toilet paper says nothing about your intelligence. It just proves your brain is saving energy for things that matter more, like remembering your bank password or the emergency exit route in a fire. And if someone mocks you for being forgetful, just smile. They've just become part of your selective data storage. If they're important enough, you'll remember. Number 8. Talking to yourself. Others might see you mumbling to yourself on the street and think, "Poor thing, must be so lonely." But in reality, you're activating one of the brain's most powerful tools, self-talk. Science calls this a way to organize thoughts, maintain focus, and boost problem-solving ability. Research from the University of Michigan shows that talking to yourself, especially calling yourself by name, helps reduce stress and think more clearly, just like becoming your own mental coach. Top athletes and chess champions use this trick to regulate emotions and make quick decisions. Talking to yourself also improves memory because you're both the one delivering the information and the one receiving it. So next time someone catches you muttering, let them think you're a little crazy. Only you know you just leveled up your brain a few notches. And here's where it gets really interesting.
Number 7. Being called difficult to approach, but actually just selective with your social environment. You're at a crowded party. Everyone's chatting and laughing, while you're standing in the corner holding a glass of water and observing. Someone walks by, smiles, and says, "You seem a bit standoffish." They don't know that in your mind, this is just an energy-saving social strategy. Research from the University of Cambridge shows that people with high IQs are often less interested in superficial conversations and instead invest in deep, meaningful relationships. You're not anti-social, you just don't want to waste mental bandwidth on connections that bring no value. It's like not opening hundreds of tabs on your browser when you only need a few truly useful ones. Next time someone says you're distant, just smile. That's their way of accidentally complimenting you for being smart enough to only open the door for people truly worth having in your life. Number 6. Not following the crowd in a debate. You're in a team meeting and everyone is nodding in agreement with an idea. You sit quietly, frown, and say, "I'm not so sure." The whole room turns to look at you as if you've insulted something sacred. But the truth is, you're doing something most people don't dare to do. Think independently. Research from Yale University shows that those who dare to stand apart from the majority in discussions often have stronger risk assessment and critical thinking skills because they evaluate information based on logic rather than social pressure. Others may see you as stubborn or difficult, but you understand that blind consensus is the fastest route to collective mistakes. Next time someone says you're always disagreeing, take it as proof that you're confident enough to stand your ground even when the whole room leans the other way.
All right, let's turn it up a notch. Number 5, staring into space as if distracted. You're in a Zoom meeting, everyone is debating heatedly, and you are staring out the window, your gaze drifting as if you're on another planet. Someone might think you're daydreaming uselessly, but in fact, your brain might be working harder than anyone else's in the room. Scientists call this state mind wandering, when the brain temporarily disengages from the immediate task to process information at a deeper level. Research from the Georgia Institute of Technology shows that highly intelligent people often let their minds wander, and this helps them connect creative ideas or solve complex problems others overlook. So if someone catches you staring into space, don't rush to explain. You might just be silently solving an equation the rest of the room hasn't even realized exists. Number 4, reading other people's emotions without them saying a word. You meet a friend, and before you even say hello, you ask, "Something wrong?" And you're right, they've just had a bad day. It's not psychic power. It's the ability to read body language and emotional cues with great precision. Research from the University of California, Berkeley shows that people with high emotional intelligence, EQ, can pick up subtle signals like eye movement, tone of voice, or posture in seconds, and this helps them handle social situations far better. Others might think you're suspicious or nosy, but in reality, you're functioning like an emotional radar. And this radar not only lets you empathize more deeply, but also avoid emotional storms before they happen. So when someone asks how you knew something ahead of time, just shrug. You're not guessing, you're simply reading the subtitles they didn't know they were showing. Time for one of my favorites.
3. Feeling drained after attending big social events? You've just left a party where everyone is excited and already planning the next meetup, but you just want to go home, turn off the lights, and sit in silence. Others might think you're boring or unsociable, but in fact, this is how your brain protects itself. Research from the University of Helsinki shows that people who process information quickly and deeply are more prone to sensory overload in environments with lots of stimulation, like music, laughter, and dozens of simultaneous conversations. This doesn't mean you hate people. It means your brain needs time to reset to perform at its best. For you, alone time after an event isn't social withdrawal, it's system maintenance. So if someone says you're bad at socializing because you leave early, remember, sometimes retreating at the right time is the best way to come back stronger. Now, this is where people get it totally wrong. 2. Having a messy desk, but it's actually your own system only you understand. Others look at your desk and think, wow, the FBI could use this as a fake crime scene. But you know exactly that the pile of papers on the left is contracts, the pile on the right is ideas, and that cold coffee mug is an unfinished work of art. This isn't random chaos, it's Google Drive in analog form, and you're the only search engine that can navigate it. Research from the University of Minnesota shows that messy environments can boost creativity, helping the brain make unexpected connections that a showroom-perfect desk never could. So if someone dares to call it a dump, just smile and say, no, this is a treasure map, you just don't know how to read it. 1. Being sarcastic. Someone asks you, how's your Monday? And you reply, fantastic, if you enjoy suffering. Outsiders might think you're negative or overly cynical, but the truth is, sarcasm requires your brain to work like it's solving a high-speed crossword puzzle. You have to hear the question, grasp the literal meaning, flip it into a figurative one, and adjust tone and context to the listener catch the joke. Research from Harvard Business School shows that sarcastic communication, when understood correctly by both sides, not only strengthens abstract thinking, but also boosts creativity. Every time you drop a sarcastic remark, you're giving your brain a linguistic CrossFit session. And if the listener catches on, they get to work out too. So next time someone calls you harsh or attitude, just smile. You're not mean, you're just playing in a language league they haven't bought tickets to watch yet. Just remember one thing, choose the right arena for the game. The conference room or a job interview isn't the place to unleash your top-tier sarcasm. Remember this, what others see as a weakness might actually be your superpower. Thanks for being here, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to explore more fascinating insights together.